It's 2021. It is February I think, 17th. So I'm a 32-year-old and you haven't seen me in a couple weeks. Oh my God, it's okay. Um, I've just been living and enjoying, aging, and making sure that I celebrate not only myself, but my other half. His boyfriend is the day after mine. So it's not just my birthday, it's a birthdays situation, which means that we have to spend time and celebrate our situation and make it a lituation. So shout out to all those who were a part of our birthday celebration, our friends, our closest friends, because of course we couldn't do anything bigger. Last year we had our Lovers Lane ball, which was super fab because we got to do it together, celebrate love and celebrate our birthdays by doing something um that we both enjoy, which is ballroom, right? So this year we got to spend time with our family and spend time with our friends, chosen family and friends. And it was really cute. So for this episode, seeing as Valentine's Day just passed, I thought it would actually be very cute to invite my boyfriend to be on the episode with me today. And we're gonna do some answer some special questions, give you that little sappy shit that all the other gays that are online do. I mean, why wouldn't you want to know about us, right? So with no further delay, um, what's up, Alvin and Twin Rivers? Pump the music. Shout out to Tommy TV and welcome my other half. You want to know the shooting me out. Clearly, you're trying to, make up for
Do
last
better than
time.
last time.
Well, the shade is.
Everybody told me I was a little bit too quiet last time.
But we have to tell them why, just so that they can understand and get a little bit more into us. We like to have fun together, right? And sometimes, we get a little litty, right? So it was one of my good friend Tokyo's birthday that week. I'm not from the mic. It was one of our good friend Tokyo's birthday that weekend.
So we was
lit.
Drinking.
We was
had a good
lit.
time, and the
We
day
was
after
lit.
was
The shoot. And,
so yeah.
It's like if you can see us now and see our faces then, you can clearly see a big difference, right? So
Hello.
I'm going to make sure that he's talking and that you guys get to see exactly why I love him, right? So let's actually start with going back to that taping, that dreadful day, and watch... let's listen to something. And this is going to start our conversation because Janoy felt a way about this.
Yes, I did, because he tried it.
I tried it, so he said.
You know what? Well, listen.
Shout out to the 6 years. That was in November. We're in February now. Shout out. Yo, Tamar.
So extra.
She was here for the shit though that day. She really was.
Really, it wasn't even supposed to be like that. So the shit is with Janoy, meeting Janoy, was at the end of my relationship with my ex, right? There was a birthday party.
Yes.
To a friend, and I was definitely, I popped a pill and feeling nice.
The same pill that we're talking about.
I was sober that night. I was sober that night.
You say pop a pill and feeling nice. I was in the party and I remember seeing somebody sitting down, they were just smiling the whole time, right?
You see that smile he does. He does that. You see he does that.
Something about the way that he was quiet in the corner was like more, I guess, appealing to me at the time. So then I went over and then when they
I'll tell you when to stop, because it's the kiss part that bothered me.
seconds,
See, right there, that was a lie. It wasn't seconds after I met you. That was the
Okay,
whole
pause it.
issue.
It's
So-
no shade.
Yeah. After we met, it was a couple hours after, because we were talking, because you had just came up to me and you said, why am I sitting there alone by myself? And I told you why, because I was annoyed. I wanted to leave the party because people were annoying me. And then we started talking, getting to know each other. And then that's when after you said, oh, come over here. And I'm like, okay, cool. So we went over to the corner and then you kissed me.
How
And
long
then
was that?
maybe like not minutes. You said minutes. You made it seem like you said hi to me, and we went over to the corner and we kissed, and that was it.
It felt like that.
That's not what happened at all. You dragged it
felt
severely.
like
That is not what happened.
Drugs don't make me that delusional and don't like slow down.
Well, that's not what happened.
But, like,
it was we met each other because that was literally the first time we ever met. So we were actually getting to know each other. We were talking. Maybe an hour, 2 hours passed, and then you're like, "Oh, come over here for a second." Then we went over to the front door, and then you kissed me, and I was like, "Ah." I was just standing there gagging because that was the first time somebody ever like just kissed me out of nowhere and like just meeting them for the first time. So that's how that happened. And then right after you finished kissing me, Tamar had walked up and she like saw you standing in front of me like right here. So she knew something had happened and she like turned around and walked away so quick. So she knew what it was. Yeah. So that was the first time we met.
It's no shit.
It was not minutes after.
God. Well, sorry, it took forever for us to kiss. Sorry, it took so long. Well, so I'll take the correction. Fine, you know, it wasn't a minute.
Exactly.
It was a couple minutes.
An hour to 2 hours.
Right? But like, but you know the thing is, I'm thinking back and see it can be probably like 1 or 2 hours because like, you know, if I'm lit
just thought they were Tokyo
and I'm getting lit and I'm not just like I'm for sure know that I was not just sitting down in front of your face for 2 hours just talking. No, like I had to be getting up, going back and forth, you know, being the life of the party. I'm sure it actually wasn't like even that, but
yeah. It was not minutes after.
Okay, is that all that needed to be corrected for the people though? Because like I tried to remember what else you had to say. Like, that is actually not the truth. That pissed me off. Like, oh my god.
I don't remember if you
said.
my
god.
The subway thing wasn't it was the day after. It wasn't the same day.
Yeah, the day after because I slept over. Yeah, I said in the video, I slept over, and then you came back, and then you.
I did not come back. I stayed there. We went to go get Subway, and then I left after that, and I went back home to Brampton, and then I came back the next day.
Oh my god! You know, it's just like
this is what happened. This is what happened.
The next day.
So the second day. So the first day I met you. The next day.
This is what happens when you guys get into relationships, guys.
We went out for food, and then
this is what happened.
I went back home to Brampton. Then the next day after, which is the second day, that's when I came back up, and we had sex for the first time.
Drop that bomb again.
But it was 2 days after, not the first day. He's so annoying.
Sorry, I had to just give my own self a pat on the back. But no, I'm not even doing that because why? Remember, like the truth is, at that time, like I wasn't really like thinking like, oh, it's gonna be a relationship situation. So I was like, okay, well, let's establish this friendship and what we're gonna be from now. And like I said, the sex was hot and whatever. It was like, yo, I wasn't like be like, yo. It wasn't a car, yo. It wasn't a yo.
Well, no, the first time was at.
Oh my god!
Do you remember? Do you remember?
On the camera? Yes, I do fucking remember.
When was it? Tell me out.
The first time that we had sex, we were at my daughter's house.
Oh, yes. Yes, it was. No,
she's gonna be so cheesed.
She's gonna be gagging.
She's gonna be so pissed.
So what happened was,
but you know, I love you, daughter, and I have to shout you out because, like, yo, I had to shout out my daughter. Shout out to my first daughter, Slim Thick. Like she knows the mess, the ins and outs of Twysted, the growth of Twysted, because she's my daughter since I was 21. Right, so she's been there for me, and Slim Thick, even though she's my quote unquote daughter, I actually even coached at Slim Thick's for like years, and I would sleep over at Slim Thick's house for years and shit like that because she would open up her house, and my best friend Posh was living with her at the time, and I was just always there with Slim Thick, and she was always there for me at that time, and you can still see Slim Thick has that trait about her. So even though people might want to say whatever they want to say about Slim Thick, she has always been there for me like that. So big up Slim Thick. And this is so cute.
I know she's going to gag.
She's going to gag. Be gagging.
I remember the day down. I came down to Toronto. We went to pick up the key from her. She was at work. We picked up the key from her.
Yeah, I think I was saying I was going to.
And we were there just smoking, chilling, and then bam.
I know I lied too, my God. But it's the gay way. It's okay. And it brought us here to where we are at now, and I don't take any of it back.
Absolutely not.
We had to do what we had to do. I didn't have my house at the time. You didn't have your house at the time, whatever, to engage in these kind of acts in. But now we have our place together. We have our own car in both of our names.
Hello.
Legally insured.
Hello.
In both of our names. You see, we're doing our thing, though. We're doing our thing. So we might have come from a hoary beginning, What is about where you're finished? It's no shade. Oh my God, Jonah, this is cute. Okay. So I guess then we can move into what I wanted for us to do today then from that, because there's nothing else to really correct. It's just he wanted to just correct how we actually
Yeah,
met.
because he made it seem like he just met me and bam, he got me.
Yeah, like
And it wasn't
I
like
get it.
that.
I didn't get it.
Mind you, I already knew who you were before I met you because Tamar and a few other people had told me who you were. So I already got the download who Twysted was. And yeah, I knew what I wanted, no shade. So
I'm gonna stop doing
Yeah.
that. I'm gonna stop doing that. Yo, but no shade. Yeah, meeting you that day was interesting. I had no idea about you, and it's good though because thinking back, knowing myself, I probably would have asked around, and knowing the stuff that I know, like I feel like gay people, when we don't know somebody, we
You ask
always
about them?
ask them, find a way to ask about them, and it's not just a gay thing, but we know. We set trends. But yeah, we ask around, you know, the people that I ask around your friends. I would ask Tamar, I'd ask this person, I'd ask that person, I'd see like who were you dating before and stuff like that.
Nobody.
And if I got those answers that I got,
no shade.
we would not be where we're at right now, kind of a situation. So I'm actually glad that this ended up being something that was organic and not influenced by other people. In fact, people were gagging. Even my friends were gagging when I started like dating you seriously. They're like, oh, you're serious about this. I'm like, oh my God, I guess I'm serious about this, because I didn't even realize how serious I was being about it, and until it started to really dawn on me like how much we're together, how much we've invested with
Like
each other and
since
stuff
that
like
day,
that.
we were together almost every single day.
Since it sounds like one of those old school movies or old school kind of like situations.
But it's true, it happens.
Yeah, but it's true and it happens, and we ended up being passionate about a lot of stuff that he's into, I'm into as well. We both like music, and not just like random music, but the singers that we enjoy. The same art form, the community of ballroom that we're both involved in. And yeah, so it's kind of cute that we get to share and shit like that with each other. But let's
Also
move
our
on.
birthdays.
And
Our birthdays.
Our fucking birthdays. I actually live for that the most, especially because like if I knew you were an
I
Aquarius,
don't remember the first day
I
we
wouldn't
found
have
out.
dated you. I don't know when we found out
I don't even
either.
remember the first day.
Shit. Okay. But okay. So I have a couple of things that I wanted to do first. Do I want to do it this way or do I want to do it that way? We'll do it that way first. Yes. We'll start with that. So there's this thing that was going around on Facebook and on all over social media where people would ask, you know, they'll post it and then it's very much like you or me, this one or that one. Who said I love you first or whatever, those questions. So I wanted us to do it for this so that we could ask us here, hold the phone in your hand. How else are you going to read it? You don't have to hide your phone. God dang. Yes, so let's go.
First date.
Subway.
Technically, I mean, I wouldn't even call that a date because you were still in a relationship. Or you were just
you
ending.
ate that.
So our
It's
first
no
date
shade.
was when we went to this random restaurant on, I believe it was Queen Street or King Street. And
King Street, actually, and we had the Indian food.
Yeah,
we had the Indian.
we I don't know why we picked this restaurant because we were just driving. We picked the restaurant and then we got in the restaurant. I'm reading the menu and I'm sitting there like, because I'm a very picky eater. So I sat there and I'm like, what's this? What's this? What's this? What's this? And then I randomly just picked.
He asked me about butter chicken, and I said it was butter chicken. But I was like, I didn't know how else to explain it because it's just called butter chicken.
Right. So I ordered it because I thought it was a butter chicken. Like, why are you going to call
Buttery
something?
chicken.
Right. Or something to do with butter. So I ordered it and I looked at the plate and I'm like, the fuck is this? This is not butter. This is not butter. So I was like, yeah, take it back. Just take it back because this is not it. It's not a tea.
Wow. Talk
And
about
that
first
was our first
impressions.
date.
And that was a first impression because Janoy has been refusing food ever since. He don't eat oxtail, don't eat like, don't eat nothing to eat, don't go, no shrimp, no
seafood.
nothing like.
Yeah,
it's like,
it's cooked.
And his
do
mom
it.
cooks all of it.
Oh yeah, she does.
But that's
I
why
have the
his mom is
gravy.
glad that, you know, Joy is dating a nigga like me.
'Cause she gives the food to him.
She gives the food to me. She does. You don't like. Come on.
Yeah.
Okay, so first date, the Indian food store. Shout out to the Indian food store and the butter chicken. Big up.
How long have we been together?
6 years. Well, since 6
Well, I
years.
met him
now.
7 years ago, but 6 years. Yeah.
Yeah, because like he said, you know, we weren't dating at the time.
Right.
It was ending a situation. It was
Right.
fizzing away. Next.
Age difference.
Age difference is just under 3 years.
Well,
It's
I'd
no
say 2 because
shade.
you're 32. I'm 30 now. So
Yeah, but technically just under 3 years because wait.
you are 30.
No,
you just
I'm
turned 32.
3 years and a day. Or two, is it 2 years and a day? 3 years and a day.
No, but he just turned
I was
32.
32 when you were still 29. Do you get what I'm saying by that? So maybe
Yeah,
it's just
but-
under, maybe it's just 2 years and a day. 2 years and a day is what I'm feeling. Yeah, 2 years and a day. Oh my God, that sounds weird, but I hope I'm not wrong.
I just
I'm
call it 2 years.
debating like this on the camera. But yes, 2 year difference. It's no shade.
Next question is, who was interested first?
Damn.
I was, because I already knew who you were. No shade.
It's no shade. Oh my
I was
God.
interested first.
Gas me up.
Shut the fuck up. You're such a nerd.
Oh my God. Oh my God. But no shade. I believe you.
I was,
I mean,
so,
like,
yeah.
who wouldn't be? Like, at least interested in something.
Who's taller?
I'm taller.
He says he's 6 feet, so
I am 6 feet. I actually am 6 feet. And I've
And I'm
played sports and
5'10".
stuff like that.
So-
So I've been measured everywhere. Sorry. That fucking laugh is gonna
That laugh.
get me killed.
again.
It's no shade.
Who said I love you first? I would say I did, but I'm not. Yeah, I feel like I did. Possibly. 'Cause I say I love you very. Once I like somebody a lot, I feel like I
Yeah,
love you.
me too. And that's why I'm like, I actually don't remember.
I don't remember. I would say I did, but
God, okay, I don't
because
remember
I
that.
say it a lot.
And I feel like I say it a lot too. And like, I'm not, as as much as I don't want to be soft and stuff like that, I still want to, I have those soft moments sometimes. So I'll say it. I will say it.
Who's the most impatient?
Janoi, I'm joking me. Wait, depends what you're talking about.
Right.
We're both
It's-
I mean,
Aquarius.
no shade.
both.
Yeah, we're
You can
both
split it.
Aquariuses.
It's high. Most
I don't know
sensitive.
about Ty. Yeah,
Absolutely.
Janoi is
I'm the most
definitely more sensitive.
He don't cry. He cried in front of me once, no, twice. In the 7 years that I've known you, I've known
Crying does not equal sensitivity. Sensitivity equals impact. Like, do I feel things that happens to me? It's not, do you see? Right? Let's just go
but-
back there. My moon is a Pisces, which means that I feel a lot inside.
Well, you don't show it.
There you go.
You don't show it.
I think I'm more sensitive than Janoi.
Absolutely not.
But I think that Janoi is a little bit more like emotionally controlled than me, if that makes sense. So he will feel something and go with it, where I'll be able to feel something and suppress it. So we might just be as sensitive as each other, but it does seem differently,
I guess.
maybe. But I feel like I'm sensitive and you are sensitive, but I'm definitely more sensitive than I look, though. That's what I'm trying to.
That's why I'm dating you, because the stories I heard about you, that you're really mean. You're blah blah blah.
Those
asshole.
stories are true.
And you are.
It's
They
no
are,
shade.
but
They're fucking true.
being with
Oh
you,
my God.
I actually get to see the
fuck?
sensitive
I'm an
side of
asshole,
you.
girl. Yes. The fuck? I'm not nice.
Next question
Nice.
is, who is the loudest?
I'll tell you about your mother. Okay? And beat your ass after her in front of her.
You're too much.
I probably wouldn't. I'm lying. I'm soft. Okay, fine.
On the inside, who's the loudest? Of course, we all know the answer to that. The loudest, always in the room, even when he's quiet.
It's called having a big presence, an aura about you. My aura's loud. You tried that. That's rude. Next.
The most stubborn.
Stubborn Janoi.
What?
The most stubborn one of us
Me.
is Janoi.
Really?
And I'm just gonna let everybody just take my word for it and just look at the passion and look at the guilt.
You absolutely
that
tried
guy?
it. You,
I know-
most stubborn.
I know you see it.
Please.
I know you see it.
It's
When
in
I see stuff that has to be done, my body won't even let me rest until it's done. Like I just can't. Of course, unless I'm like, But if I'm not, which is most of the time, then of course I just need to get something done. I'm that kind of guy. Janoi, he could pay it and pay it just to spite me because I asked him to do it. It's no shade.
What? You know
The
what?
definition
You
of
tried it.
stubbornness. Okay. Tried it. Next.
Who falls asleep first? Me. Because,
Don't take my title away.
What? Depends
Yeah.
on the night, actually.
You are
it really,
not even
it
gonna
really
take my
depends on the
title
night.
away.
Because
Whoa.
if it's a
I'm
night
the
when we're
sleeping
partying
machine.
or drinking, you are falling asleep first.
Yes, that's my point.
But if we're sober, it's definitely me. Because I'll just go in the bed and fall asleep. You like to stay up all late night and just play
Bullshit.
games and stuff and whatever. I just like to fall asleep. That too.
I
That
tried
too.
it, but I don't stay up to do that, girl. Like, the fuck? Okay, see you later. Like, no, girl. Be like, I'm coming. Okay.
Nothing wrong with that.
Nothing.
Absolutely nothing wrong with that. We are grown.
Nothing
Hello.
wrong with that.
Who cooks better? He does.
Because I've been cooking longer, but you learn fast. I'm actually really
Thank you.
surprised at how fast
Yeah,
you're
learning to
learning.
cook a lot of things.
However, let me just point this out there. You cannot cook if you do not touch raw meat.
Yeah, I don't
right?
like it.
So Janoy,
It's weird.
Finally, yesterday, what did you
That's not the first time. Let's not give that. That's not the first time.
Okay, fine.
Well, that's the first time I
Touched the meat.
No. That's the first time I skinned the chicken and cut it by myself. But I've touched meat by myself.
30.
That's fine.
Hashtag 30.
It's nasty. It feels
No
so
shade.
weird.
And I
But
love you for it.
I did it. So
Because I love to eat blood clot chicken. And
So I'm
meat.
learning to
I'm
cook
a
things for
meat
you.
Eater, give me the meat.
you got a lot.
So do you. Okay, I'm done.
Okay.
That was not going right. That wasn't going in the right spot.
Better morning person. I would say
Me.
he is. Yeah. 'Cause
I
he wakes
wake
up
up
early. He's just up.
Ready to work. Like, I can say that about myself.
And I'll be in bed sleeping until 12.
Nah.
I need my sleep. And he wakes me up.
And
every
he talks
fucking
about
day.
going to bed earlier, which makes no sense, right? Let's just point that
it-
out. Next question. Next call.
But yes,
Next call. Next question. Next caller, but we can't say that. It'll
Better driver. Me, absolutely. Abso-fucking-lutely. And everybody will tell you that. I am the better driver.
I'm offended.
I drive safer. I'm just the better driver.
It's no
period. I
shade.
might not like to drive at night, or might not like to drive for long periods of time, but I am the better driver. Ask anybody. I bet you they'll tell you it's me.
The confidence looks hot on you, baby. Wow. Damn. Well, I'm just gonna.
The only thing
I'll let
that
him have
you do
that.
better than me is because you like to drive for longer distances. You could do the 6-7 hour driving by yourself, and I can do 4 hours, maybe 3, 4. But I drive better.
Okay, let you have it next. Are we almost done these questions?
No, this is a lot more.
Holy shit. Okay, let's run through them.
Most competitive, Twisted.
I'm definitely the most
absolutely.
competitive. There's no
But
question.
I'm getting there. But
But I've been competing longer.
Thanks
so
to
that's really
Ballroom,
what it is.
so.
So shout out.
funniest, it depends on who's you're asking
Depends on
the
who's
question.
laughing.
Right. Who's asking the question? You know what I mean? I don't even think I'm that funny, but people laugh
No,
at
you're
my
funny
jokes. People
sometimes.
laugh
You're
at my
funny
jokes.
though. You're funny though when you try to. I shouldn't say when you try to be funny. It's like when you actually talk, you want to listen. You just don't talk that much sometimes. So
Yeah.
it's no shade.
Where do you eat out the most as a couple?
Anywhere that sells chicken tenders and fries.
Why do you guys drag it so much? You guys make it seem like that's the only thing I eat.
Ask every friend of ours.
Okay, because that's what they think.
It's no shade.
That's what I ordered at
But
the
every
restaurant.
friend of ours.
But whatever.
Ask his mom.
Please. My mom wouldn't even say that.
She actually wouldn't.
She
I don't see her
wouldn't.
send you much.
She never said that because she knows what I eat. Y'all try it all the time because that's the only thing you guys see me eat at restaurants. Because, yeah. Why
You don't eat
change
anything
it?
else.
Why change it? Because that's what I trust. Eat what you trust. Who's more social? Mr. Miyake Mugler. Absolutely.
You wouldn't believe that on Facebook now. I'm joking. It's no shade.
Please. Yeah, you are more social.
Baby. Let's just keep moving. Just,
Who is the neat freak?
the neat freak, me.
Yeah, him.
Of the two, I'm not even always a neat freak, but when I have my moments, they hit. And when I'm cleaning, bitch, it's a restoration process. Okay? Yeah. Next.
Do you get flowers often?
No, I must say I'm not like that kind of guy. It's like,
Do you
unfortunately,
get flowers often?
or like get stuff from my man often.
Yes.
Yes, I get stuff from my man often. I need to
Yes.
do more for my man. Though.
I was about to say
I can say that. I can say that because I feel like, you know when they say love language, right? And the people have different love language. My love language is oh my god, I just had it on the tip of my
What is
tongue
it?
because I know it. It's acts of kindness. Yes, gestures, acts of kindness. So I'll do things for you, right? Where I'll like try to like take care of you, stuff like that. Where I shouldn't say like I don't, but I try not to like. I need to tap into it more. I know my vulnerable side and whatever, but
It's no shade.
I show love.
You do sometimes.
Just maybe not buying you flowers. I think that shit's so cheesy though.
I don't.
And then
I
for
like
me,
it.
like I would think like, you know, if I'm not buying you like $500 worth of flowers, it ain't shit. Like I don't
it's
know.
not-
To me, like I don't know. I'm kind of weird.
You could buy
with
me
that
one
shit.
flower and I'll be like, oh my gosh, thank you.
You
baby.
would be.
I would
I can
love it.
Janoy,
I would absolutely love it. Just
you
one
would.
rose. And I would
Wow.
love it.
I'm gonna rock,
You've done it before.
I'm gonna rock
but
your world.
I would love it. I've done that for you so many times.
I'm gonna rock your world this year.
Last year for your birthday, what did I do? Do you remember? When I picked you up from the airport? I had a teddy bear, and roses waiting for you. Yeah,
In the car.
because that's just how I am.
Yes, you are like that. I do need to. Yeah,
Step it up.
I cuss myself about it all the time. You say step it up. I mean, I guess the stuff that you can step up to, Mister.
I know.
It's no shade.
But in that area,
My God.
you need to step it up. Be more lovey-dovey.
Woo! God, I actually just gagged. Okay, cool. Okay.
How
much more
long
to go?
did it take? How much more? Just these.
Okay, cool. We're at like 9 more. We're gonna speed through them.
How long
This
did it
is
take us to get serious?
It took us like about like I would say almost a year to get serious.
I would say like after that.
Yeah, and then it wasn't like just immediate like oh
Yeah, it
boom,
was like
bam,
about a year, actually.
right? So it was like a year from since we met that we decided that we're gonna be serious about it.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm sorry about that.
Who is the first one to who is the first one to admit when they are wrong? We all know that question, the answer to that. Fucking leave.
Oh, we're not gonna do this.
Please.
We're not
We
having
are
this
going to do it
argument.
because I am the first one to always apologize.
No.
You don't even like apologizing.
No.
You don't even like apologizing.
Janoy.
Sebastio Dingwana Sibulu. You do not like. I know I dragged that. I know I dragged.
I'm just trying to
But
like. I'm trying not
don't
to
like
drag it.
to.
Janoy.
You don't like to admit when you're wrong.
Wow.
And I say this to you all the time.
oh my
It's no
god.
shit.
We always argue about this because you don't like to admit when you're wrong. Even when, and your friends could even tell you this.
Exactly,
Even
my
when,
friends-
even when
my
he's
friends-
wrong, he will tell you he's right.
That is a lie from the pits of
Y'all are
hell.
watching this? Comment in the comment
I'm actually
section and let
gagging.
him know
I'm so
that this is
offended.
what he does. Because this
I'm
is exactly
actually
what he does.
So
And
offended.
you cannot tell me that. This is,
I'm actually offended right now because the real shade is that I kind of pride myself on being able to be corrected. Like when you actually tell me, okay,
But-
and you prove to me that, oh, actually, this is not that. This is this. I'm like, okay, actually, I just say I pride myself. I don't just swallow it like that either. It's not like no simple process where it's like, you're right, you know, I'm wrong. No, it's definitely still a situation where it's still right. But I feel like if you prove to me that I'm wrong, like I can, oh my God, you know what? I'll go do some soul searching. And we'll get back to you guys on part 3 of whatever the fuck this situation is. Next.
ooh, who wears the pants in the relationship? We both do. It's a versatile relationship. We both do. What happened?
That got me just
That was the key.
you heard that too, eh? Oh my God.
Yeah, so we both wear the pants, honey. Just depends on the day.
I am gagging at this. Next.
You wanted me to step it up, so I'm stepping it up.
I want to step up. Step the fuck
Who
up.
sings better? Twysted does.
Oh, yeah, I guess. I used to sing whatever, but I don't really like take it seriously for years now.
But he actually sings. I mean,
I used to
I
sing,
wanted
it's
to
fine.
sing when I was younger, but inability, no.
But Junoy's the better lip syncer. That's me trying it.
Yeah, you did try. Who hogs
me
the
and try your
remote?
Try me and try your fuck back. Okay.
Okay, don't worry, I got you.
Next. What's the next one?
Who hogs the remote?
We have 2 TVs now.
But who hogs the remote? Is the question.
We have 2 TVs
But
now.
who hogs the remote?
There is no hogging of any remotes because there's 2 TVs. And this is intentional so that I can play my video game when I need to. And you could always have a remote.
Now. You're lucky. I'll let it slide because that's right now in this moment.
And somehow, like I said, you see it when you are addressed a problem, when you're told a problem, you got to do whatever you got to do to fix that problem. But you cannot fix a problem if you don't know the problem, right?
Right. Who spends the most money?
I would say me. I would say me because I
There's no shade.
make more money, so then I spend more money, if that makes sense.
I guess, yeah.
Yeah. And that's nothing. That's not even that serious.
Do you go to? Okay,
We both
we're
make
not even-
money.
Not that one. Where's the furthest you two have traveled together?
Miami.
Together at Miami. Yeah.
And then was a Kiki, baby. We did an Airbnb and all
Actually,
that.
that was the first time I went on a plane.
We went on a birthday trip together to the Miami. Child, the
Oh, no,
people
New
thought
York
we
was
were.
before
The people thought we were fucking in the Airbnb, like all kind of hoes and everything. They got me banned from Airbnb from that trip and everything. Which is why I'm shout out to the girls that are in my community that got clean records, girl, the clean Airbnbs and all that, because I be using their shit. Because I was gagging to see that on my Miami review on my
he's an idiot.
real name on Airbnb. I didn't even have no nickname on Airbnb. Triggered. Okay. Next. What was the last question?
Last question. Who drives when we're together? He drives most of the time, but
But the better driver.
just because you drive more does not mean that you are a better driver. That
But
just
the-
means that you drive more.
But the better driver.
That just means that you drive more. That does not mean that you are a better driver.
The
And you
question,
could ask, because I've heard
the question said who drives more.
Yeah.
That's it.
But the one before asked who is the better driver.
No, I know.
'Cause that's
I
what you
wanted
were
to just make sure
referring
that I
to.
was answering the
Remember
right
that.
question because I'm not the better driver, guys.
Thank
I'm
you.
pretty this is the word around town.
It is.
And
It
I'm going
is.
to
I've
make
heard
sure
it multiple
I'm going to
times.
make sure that the pedal, the driving of the gas pedal and the brake pedal know your shoe more than mine. And that
fun.
was the plot twist. I love you, Mickey. That was good. That was